So Friday, the notes I did horrible prepared, but it's
You
it's
see
in
when
my
I try
head.
to, you see when I try to peek
yeah,
over,
but
like,
it's in my head, so I got. But Azealia Banks, y'all know the story.
No question. A
go
better
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Do you know Azealia Banks?
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a few seconds. I talked about that a little bit last week when the Nikki shows up. We're gonna get to that in a few seconds. But Azealia was on Wild 'N Out before. A long story short, before the timeline, a month ago, Azealia Banks was on Wild 'N Out when it was filming. Nobody knew anything about what happened to the next day. She talks about how Wild 'N Out was being racist to her, and she cried. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, so etc. And then Wild now said she was just sad because she cried and stuff. And mind you, still know the story, and we didn't find out till DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean explained it on their 85th. I think it was called the 85th South show. And they were live in Miami explaining to the crowd what happened. And
I gotta check that out.
yeah,
It seemed like that went in depth.
But look, long story short, then after like a few weeks of requesting for the episode, they said, "All right, y'all want the episode? Y'all got it." I watch it. I'm like, damn, DC Chico and Carlos didn't lie at all. They didn't lie. They didn't lie not one bit. So here's what happened, and this is the exact same thing happened on the show. All right, so they start the game off with So Petty.
Yeah.
You know how that game goes.
Yeah.
All right, so DC goes. He's on Nick's side. He says Nick Cannon is so petty. He tried to get Cardi B, but got Azealia Banks' ugly ass. Now that's not that big of a deal.
That's it's jokes. Like if
Right.
you
And
don't have
she
tough
not
skin,
right.
And she wasn't even known for having tough skin to begin with.
Right.
If you don't have tough skin, it's not
At all.
Don't go up there.
Which lets us. This is one of the reasons why that lets me know she don't watch the show. And another reason why I come in a second. So after he said that joke, some people laughed. Azealia was like, grabbed the mic and said, that's anti-black. And they were like, what?
She should have went for senator or something.
Right.
Nothing music wise.
But Nick was like, well, yo, get him back. She said, I don't think it was funny. Then a couple other people went, and then she grabbed the mic saying, y'all follow Instagram and see the dude, I ain't gay no more, I've been delivered in church. Then she pointed to DC, said, don't he look like that guy? DC said, oh, word? Grabbed the mic and said, I'm saying for Wild Style. He ran around like it was hilarious. He ran around with just he was in church the way
he was prepared.
But he was trying to hold it in. Like he was like, well, I'm gonna say it for Wild Style. And then when he came back, like, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna say it for Wild Style. I'm gonna chill. And Azealia, she grabbed the mic again when he came back and said, enjoy the lap around the theater because after this, you're not getting booked outside of this. Like, and these are like, oh, really? And he was like, wait, what did you say? And Nick repeated to him what she said. And she said, you're not getting booked for Def Jam or nothing. This is your ceiling, honey. And DC replied saying, you need to fire your dentist. How you give him your braces but keep the metal part? He said the reason why he said that because her bottom row teeth just had the metal part, but the wires were gone. So he was like, she told the doctor, keep the wires. Just keep the wires. It was hilarious. Everybody was dying laughing. And according to Chico, he would laugh at something what made it work because he was on Azalea's team. He laughed because, not just because of the bracelet joke, but DC kept doing this. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then this is word for word exactly what they were saying. So that let me know, oh yeah, these guys aren't lying at all. And then Emmanuel comes in on Azalea's side, and he's like, yo, I don't know if I want to play this game anymore. Says his joke, and then after that, he say, I'm going to just get out of here. He didn't even wait for the bell or the buzzer. He said, I can't go after this. Like, this is too much, man. I'm going to just walk out. Like, that part was hilarious. And then Azealia grabbed the mic again, and then she tried to go at DC again. And she's like, to be honest, you live in a $750 apartment, like you're broke, like this, stuff like that. And DC like, yo, she coming at me again, and he acts like he's crying on the ground. Just leave me alone. leave me alone. You don't want this. Leave me alone. And then Chico's telling Leo, you gotta stop, bro. And then she said, and then you're like, Emmanuel, go. Like, first of all, shout out to the Wild and Out cast for keeping it professional the whole time. And even though Azealia was making it cringeworthy, shout out to y'all for still making it a funny moment. And like at least entertaining to watch for us. Instead of it just being an awkward, tense, cringing moment that was probably had tension in it.
Yeah.
So, what was that? So, after that, game's over. You see Azealia start to cry a little bit when Nick is holding her end of the game. So, this is the part that they did show us. The part, and this is also another reason why I knew Azealia doesn't watch the show. Out of all the people, the one person you don't want to constantly go at, whether it's roasting or trying to insult him, is DC Young Fly. Because one thing you know, if you watch Wild Now, one thing you know, once DC starts, he doesn't stop. And we want to be like 100% honest.
Yeah, let's be real. Yeah.
He took it easy on her. He only said like one joke after she got insulted.
Yeah.
Well, insulted. Like, he could have went back to back on her. Back to back on her. But he just said one joke which hit hard as hell. And was hilarious. And left her alone. She kept poking at him. So you can't really be mad at DC. It wasn't like DC was bullying her, trying to make her feel bad.
This is my job,
or saying you ugly, that's why you broke, that's why you're not popping. Like stuff like that, whether that's true or not. He wasn't trying to be paid or nothing like. And here's the part that that Wild Now didn't show, which I'm not surprised that they didn't show, because one, they're not going to show everything. Two, there's some of the parts that they were explaining that they wasn't going to show. There was no way they were going to show, because at first DC was like, "Yo, this is the first time ever." The producer was like, "Yo, DC, stop, chill," and DC's like, "Nah, man, I'm having a good time, man. I'm just like it's." And then he sees, oh, she really crying. So he goes to her and said, like, you know, look, I'm not a disrespectful person. Yeah, be honest with me. What did I say to insult you? And she turned and said, back your glass up before I spit in your face. And Chico said, what? Like, that what she said? And DC was like, girl, we in Atlanta. I'm home. My pistol is in the building. Like, stuff like that. But then he said he calmed down. Then he went to talk to her partners who were guys. And he said, like, yo, be honest with me. What did I say wrong? He said, nah, man, don't even trip. Don't even trip about that. You good. You didn't say nothing wrong. He said, oh, so she cried, she tripping. Like, but that part I knew that was gonna show. Cause one,
bad for ratings.
Yes, y'all, it's already a risk you putting this out with all the tension that we know happened, and on MTV, you had to cut most of the extra stuff that you could, that probably, cause the part that they were showing probably would have made the tension a lot less funny. Yeah. And a lot more scary to watch. Cause like that, the pistol thing, even though it's funny to us, it's still a threat. Yeah. Definitely. The spit in your face, that's a threat. You don't watch that. You don't watch Wild Now for that. Yeah, definitely. You don't want. But besides clips, Khan or Hitman doing gun bars for fun. That's just for fun and rap battle stuff. I'm a huge rap battle fan, so I know they don't really mean the spit in your face pistol. That most likely, man. But you can't shut down the show.
Yeah, no. Can't put that on television.
Right. So
children watch this shit.
Right. So I'm not mad at MTV for not showing everything, because that's business. That's business reasons. I commend y'all for doing the best y'all can to give us what y'all want and not risking the show ending and the show being canceled from MTV, especially after all. That's another thing that makes this whole thing worse. This show been going on for a day.
Y'all didn't see that. The camera didn't see that.
I wanted to be dramatic. I wanted to be dramatic. I was like, this show been going on for a decade. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I've never heard a single incident like this that happened. And the one person it did happen is with the person that's known for slandering people. And that's the problem, which now...
Ironically.
Right. And now we're going to... I was just being dramatic with that. But now we're talking about, like... Because you said earlier, yo, who is Azealia Banks? That's the problem, though. That's her problem. She's holding herself back on what she want to do because I'm hearing she's actually a singer. And even though we talked about this a little bit last week, you're distracting people from what you actually do. Because even, or for example, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, a lot of people feel like their music is trash, but they love their personality.
Yeah,
they love their personality. That
make them carefree.
That probably makes them want to listen to people's music more. That's why they're so clickbait when it comes to music or videos or everything. Like, even though Joe Budden has the video of yelling in Yachty's face, which is also always entertaining, hilarious. Yeah, excuse me, I'm sorry. Seeing Yachty being constant, my nigga, shit. Like, it's always good to have good music, but it's even better to have a great personality to get by. That's why people love Cardi so much. Even though she's ratchet,
she's someone really really relatable.
She is and funny. People love Cardi B. People love Cardi B. I love Cardi B personality. I'm not that big of a fan of her music. I know you definitely not, but she's enjoyable.
I like her. I like the bangers.
Either way, I like Best Life, by the way. That song really hits. But besides that Cardi's still likable. Azealia, you're not likable much. To the point, I'm seeing people saying, "Yo, what the hell is Azealia Banks famous for?" That's the problem. Nobody knows what you actually do, and now you're getting even more roasted by stuff you wearing with that
jeans.
No, that one. I'm seeing people pull those pictures up, roasting her. I'm seeing her being used as a meme now with Nick holding her while she starting to cry. Like, come on, man. Like, Azealia, you're holding your own self back. I don't care how much numbers you making.
Is she making?
You could be now. You can do a lot of numbers and still be hated.
Yeah, definitely.
For example, and I'm wondering if I did use this example on the show already. But look, Chanel West Coast. People say her music is trash. I looked her up on YouTube. She got like millions of views, millions. Then something told me, click on the video and look at the comment section. I clicked and looked. I didn't even play the music.
These are the comments?
Yes, I looked at the comments. All slander. All slander, slaughtering her. This girl is trash. This girl is ridiculous.
But that's what's really getting her. That's really giving her clout, like
right.
Really.
But either way, sometimes just because you have a lot of numbers doesn't mean you have a lot of people that support you.
A lot of people just like to really put their 2 cents in.
Yeah, and sometimes sometimes you get attention, but it's the wrong attention.
And don't pull that. Oh. Bad publicity is good publicity.
Right.
Like, it doesn't work that way.
No.
The universe is not.
Hey, yo, shout outs to Chico, Carlos, and DC. You saw it too.
Yeah.
And shout out to those three for being 100, for like telling us the exact truth. Cause like whatever happened, that's exactly, like literally exactly, no exaggeration, no nothing. That's exactly what happened. Even though it was funny the way they was delivering it. It wasn't like it was looking at it like, damn, they wasn't exaggerating at all. This is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
This is exactly what happened.
Because they thought it was funny as hell.
Right.
They were like, man, we really went through this.
Right, man. Like, it's like goodness. Like, wow. And another thing, nothing that DC actually said was like anti-black or anything.
Tripping.
All he said was you was and that wasn't even a serious you ugly. Like DC was never ugly with her at all, with an attitude or nothing.
Yeah.
Like he was
same personality.
Yes. Hilarious thing. He didn't know it was like for real until he said, "Oh wait, she really crying." And when he realized, he was like, "Oh shoot, stuff just really got real. Let me check on, make sure she good and apologize." Tries, you get ugly saying you about to spit in my face. What do you expect me to do? Not the pistol thing. I don't know, but I would have argued it. I would have argued the hell out of her. I would have argued that. Oh, I would have slaughtered her. I would have slaughtered her. The pistol in the building part. Nah.
We kind of Gilbert Arenas mode.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we gonna get to that subject because we almost out. So, yeah. So Azealia, chill out with all this extra stuff, bro. Real talk, because you're holding yourself back.